Tiernan, a 3-0 win at one of the most difficult places to come in the country. You couldn't be displeased with that?
No, absolutely delighted. Probably a game of two halves. To be honest, we were below par first half, and we knew it at half time. We'd done things that wasn't like us and played probably a brand and style that didn't suit us. We talked about it at half time as a group, tweaked a couple of things, and we looked like a different team in the second half, so absolutely delighted.
Was it similar in some ways to last week in terms of maybe the intensity and then the flow that was there in the second half? You know, really shone through, and we got our rewards with the 3 goals in the half.
Yeah, I think we were probably very clinical in the second half. But as I say, and I think all the credit goes to the players. They knew we were off it. We got the ball into good areas and got people into good areas, and as I say, thankfully we were very clinical. And when it was time to play, we played, and when it was time to penetrate, we penetrated, and as I say, great credit to them.
When 2 top 6 teams meet often, the first goal is really important, and getting it so early in that second half is a big thing for us.
Yeah, as I say, we had words at half time as a group, very progressive to be fair, and Crusaders are a top team, so and they have always have a goal threat and their big men and the runners that they get in behind and the numbers that they get into the box, so you always have to be on guard, and I thought that the levels of professionalism that they showed right to the end, making sure that we didn't rest on our laurels, we kept going, and a clean sheet made it all the more special.
Yeah, I was going to say that was the one thing maybe you were slightly disappointed with last week, and we got that this week. And Kane Bulger, who hadn't been too well, I think, during the week, sort of epitomised the spirit there to make sure we left with a clean sheet.
Yeah, I think Kane needs great credit. He's been struggling, really badly struggling all week, and it would have been very easy for him to sit this one out. But as I say, great credit to the lad. It shows you his heart and his hunger and his determination. And even at 3-0, he probably could have come off, and he didn't put his hand up. He right to the very end, and as I say, he takes great credit for that.
And 2-0 up, we were pushing for the third goal. They had one ruled out for offside, but we were the team who were putting good balls into the box through Leroy and others, and it felt like maybe the third wasn't far away. Is that a sign of a team in a good place, that we wanted to kill the game rather than maybe sit in and try to protect what we had? Yeah,
again, as I said, that the players have to take great credit for that. They showed great hunger, and as you rightly said, we could have tried to sit in and shut up shop, but I don't think this team's necessarily built like that, and I think it was probably too long still in the game, so it was one of those ones where we had to steady ourselves by all means. We had to try and be a wee bit more selective in the things that we were doing, but I thought the players managed that outstandingly well.
The goals are really starting to flow for Lee Bonus and Andy Ryan in particular. We've talked about the options that you have up front and you'll continue to have, but it's good to see those who are starting getting the goals like they have been in recent weeks.
Yeah, I think I said this to you last week, before. It is up till probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, I don't think they'd played more than 2 games together, and I don't think that either of them have played 3 games in the bounce. So getting them back together again and showing what that partnership's all about and scoring goals is great for us.
And next week, 2 important games in 2 different competitions. We want to come back here in the County Shield if we can, but we're going to have to go over to Ballymacash to do that.
Yeah, and I know people will probably look at that fixture and think that that's a gimme. But we certainly won't. We will. The boys have a day or 2 off now to recover. It's been a tough enough week with a lot of illness and stuff in the camp, so they'll get a couple of days now, and then we will get back at it again and set up for Ballymacash, and they'll get the same respect that the Crusaders got tonight.
And it kicks off, I suppose, in many ways a busy Christmas period leading into the Luck All and all those other games as well, so it's about doing things right off the pitch as well as on the pitch to give yourself the best chance. Yeah, and
I hope this doesn't come back and bite me, but it's not something that I overly worry about with this group of players. They're a very, very professional group of boys, and they know what's at stake playing for this club and what we want to do and where we want to go, and hopefully we'll be okay with that one.
Great, thank you. Andy, 2 goals and 3 points. It's been a good night.
Yeah, it was a good night. I think coming here we knew it was always going to be a difficult game, tough place to go, but we managed to get there in the end with the 3 points.
And 2 goals for yourself, they're starting to flow nicely. Do you feel like you're starting to get back into rhythm after getting a run of games under your belt?
Yeah, look, I always knew it was going to take a few weeks to get back to full fitness and sharpness after being out for a period of time. But you know, the goals, I said this before, the goals are just an added bonus. The main thing is that we get 3 points and we continue this momentum.
And what maybe was said or tweaked or changed at half time, do you think, tonight to kind of lead to the second half we saw, maybe not too dissimilar to the one we saw last week against Glenelg?
Look, listen, I don't think there was much need to be said at half time. You know, I think we knew as a group it wasn't good enough. You know, and that's credit to the boys in there that showed real character, come out the second half and change that performance.
Goal for Lee Bonus as well, and it's starting to kind of click for you together. There's obviously good players and good strikers at the club, but you're starting to kind of form that partnership again by the look of things.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what striker plays. You know, we've got 3 or 4 really good strikers at this club, and you know the other good thing is that it's not just it has to be the front two. You know, there's goals all over the pitch, and that's always good to have in your team, in your squad.
It's a cliche, but you need more than 11 good players. And do you feel that within the striking department, kind of others, you know, that are there and ready to take a chance and, you know, played well and are playing well type thing?
Yeah, look, you know, me and Lee know that if we don't perform to the best of our abilities, you know, there's people there itching at the bit and chanting the door waiting to take your place. So, you know, it's up to us to continue that. But, you know, if there's an injury or something, somebody has to come in, you know, it's a more than likeable replacement.
Do you feel that the team's in a good place with good momentum? It seems like that watching on, especially the league form that we've built over these last couple of months, that we're really, you know, starting to hit our groove now.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I said even coming into places like this to show the character we showed after the first half performance, you know, shows us a real chemistry and charisma in that squad, and everybody fights for each other.
And we go into 2 big games next week, both at home, the Shield semi-final and then a league game where more points are up for grabs, so it's the start of a real busy period for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, you know, as I say, this is a good win tonight. You know, we'll dust this off and we'll get ready to go and prepare for the next game on Tuesday. Take it each game as it comes. You know, it's a cup competition, and I think everybody's said it before. You know, we want to keep building this platform that we're on, and hopefully we can win that as well.
And Ballymacash in the semi-final obviously will be the favourites for that, but it's about making sure it's not a banana skin and we take care of what we need to.
Yeah, look, we'll prepare on Tuesday night like we do for any other game. You know, we'll show them the respect that they deserve. You know, they'll be coming to us, it'll be their cup final, and they'll be looking for an upset, and it's up to us to be professional and hopefully get through to the next round. Yeah,
and you can never be in too many finals. You would have that to look forward to if we can get through in January. So again, it keeps that momentum building if we can do it.
Yeah, look, it's silverware and it's a competition up for grabs, you know, and as I said, it doesn't matter what competition it is, we'll be looking to go out there and be at our best and hopefully win.
Great, thank you.
Cheers.